I have no idea, absolutely no idea how this looks right now. The only thing I can see is myself right here, okay? So I literally improvised so hardcore to be able to make this happen. I'm playing Eminem. I love Eminem. Check this out, check this out. This is what I'm doing. You improvise. If you don't have something that'll work for you, then you make do with what you got. You be resourceful, okay? That's really how it works. If you don't have what you need to be able to get to where you need to be, you got to be resourceful with the small things that you do have. In light of that, I don't necessarily want to talk about resourcefulness. What I do want to talk about is coming out of school, coming out of high school, like not knowing what the heck you're going to do. The reason why is because I just got finished with a graduation party for my friend Luke. And gosh, you know, they're an amazing family. You know, it's just because I want to. I'm going to show you who they are. I just took some pictures, just like that. So, flip. I turned off the settings. Okay? Because it's a part of my life. Look at that. This kid. He's going to do big things. He just needs to find out his who and his why. I know he will. I know he will. He's meant for big things. Okay? And he's actually going on a trip outside the country and doing a whole bunch of new things. And I was telling him, like, dude, you're just gonna embrace yourself in new experiences. You're just gonna have new options in life because that's what new experiences do for you. Because realistically speaking, when you ask the right questions, that curiosity, it gives you imagination. And that imagination that you have now given life to gives breed and birth to creativity when you open yourself up to simply asking the right questions. So a lot of what you say and ask, people can tell who you are and what you're about, where your real mind is and your heart is by how you ask these questions. Same with a lot of different types of expression. You wouldn't even know it. It's crazy. It is so awesome. I think that sunset is beautiful. It is marvelous. And this is a great place to be. You know, there's a lot of odd things going on around here, but I'm just going to do this video. Enjoy it. By the way, there does happen to be a park right here. I don't know if you can see it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm in child zone, man. I come to these green spots as much as I can, and I'm probably going to wear them all out. Who knows? Maybe I'll be the childlike park video guy that you know and love. And hopefully they're not all done on sunsets because I don't exactly always have the time. So, as I was saying, I've eaten a lot of sugar, so my mind may not be wired properly, and I may be saying words wrong, and, you know, I may have my doubts, my weaknesses. Everybody's got them. So here's where everything comes into the picture. You've gone through school throughout your entire life. You started from elementary school, maybe even preschool, worked your way up through middle school and high school, and you've learned new things about yourself. When you come into this position, you've only learned so much about yourself. You've gone through school and literally studied books, right? And you learned the material, you learned how to think like this to be able to do something. Now, that something isn't ever really in the picture. People don't really know what they're graduating from school for, except for the GED, the diploma. Same thing with going and getting a degree in college. They don't know, except for this piece of paper that they're going for. They don't know the job that they're going after. So what I say to you is find what you're looking for in the who and your whys. Those motivations that you're driven by, find those, then you'll find the how and the what you're gonna pursue. That right there is literally what's going to help you develop as a young person. And I don't hope that you mature super fast. I don't hope that you become some adult. What I want to see for anybody who, you know, really takes in my personality or the videos that I do is to really be childlike in their enthusiasm, their will to learn, their curiosity, their ambition to do new things, not stop trying and not stop having fun and being joyful and simply being happy in every single thing that they do and every run and walk of their life. That's what I want. Childlike in your awareness, in your growth, in your perspective, your creativity, the confidence that you gain. If I can see you guys be somewhat like me in how childlike you are after having broken through those barriers from people holding you back or putting their expectations on you. Either way, they're both restraining, and I don't want to see any constrictions from you guys. I want to see you free, full of ambition. The hard thing is going through school, not knowing what you want to do, not knowing how, when you get out, everything is going to affect you, because it's a whole nother world out there. Realize this, my friends. When you go through school, all you've done is looked at books and read material and trained your brain, and you didn't actually do it constructively. Do with your hands, do through action, through speaking, whatever type of form of execution you do. There's like builders and there's melancholy types of people, you know, there's lovers, there's people who are really in a place where they just want to be able to do so many different things. I mean, I spoke with somebody, they told me a lot of different perspectives today, and it's really interesting. The fact of the matter is, you need to do something and take actions and not just think about it. Train your brain, train your body, and your mouth, whatever it is your skill is, to be able to work with that. Not just think about it, do it. You know, don't justify your dreams, execute upon them. When you're constantly learning new material, when you're constantly delving into new things that, you know, you would otherwise never have done before, you're always trying to open yourself up to new avenues of life that you haven't seen and you haven't ever predicted. You know, some of the people that I've spoken with just today, you know, people in high school, they don't have confidence. They don't have that sort of self-esteem that fills them up, builds them up to be able to have this power in the way they radiate themselves. And from where they're coming from, you know, it's because they don't have actual experience. For people at our age, the only way to really get confidence is to work and create it through your work. Know that you're constructively building something and being productive, to be able to be in a zone where your confidence, your mind, your body, everything is putting you onto this throne that you know, like, you can take on the world. And all that those pains from before and going to school, that was stresses that didn't matter because it didn't apply to your life. So when you go out and do things, that's when you get real confidence. You get a job. Forget the job. Forget the 9-to-5 wages, checks, addiction to the paycheck. No. Just go and work and hone your craft and do your passion. That's what I want you to just do. I want to see you guys do your passion and live to cash in on your passion. Now, you know, these whole perspectives and how I'm kind of trying to speak right now, for some reason, I'm trying to make these 1-minute segments so I can be able to post it to Instagram or something and cut it up. Normally I don't ever think like that. It just happens magically. So I don't want to train myself to do that. So we're just going to try and flow. I keep switching topics. I don't really like it. I hope that my bouncing around and my continuous enthusiasm and passion in this sporadic thinking doesn't blow you off the tracks in any way. You see, I'm filled with ambition. I'm fired up to do new things. I'm talking to a camera on a tree, and people will be like, oh, what's this guy doing? You know, you freak. I don't care, okay? Because I'm documenting my life, and I'm accepting every bit of criticism. I'm accepting every bit of attention, you know? All you have to do is attract attention to maintain it. It doesn't necessarily have to be positive attention. All attention is good. As long as you have eyes on you, it's a good thing. Now, where they're coming from, how they feel about the whole thing, that's somebody else's feelings. You're not responsible for that, okay? You're responsible for how you feel. But at the same time, don't be so childish that you just don't care about what they think and how you affect their feelings. Know that, you know, you're going to attract attention. And as long as you maintain it, you're going to gain criticism. And you're also going to get haters. And those haters will pile on consistently as you continue to go because they can't do what you're doing. They look up to you, but they also resent you. Now, when it comes to the end phase, you want to ultimately win them over in admiration. Those people will come to like you because you did something impactful for the rest of the world, and they couldn't. So a lot of the things you see, these people who couldn't, they lash out at you, they don't like you, they want to pull you down. Remove the toxicity, okay? You're not going to have these friends after high school, whatever it is, middle school. Okay, and if you do, you're super lucky because I don't have any... Google, I don't have any friends from high school, I don't think. Not that I really know of. Nothing off the top of my head. Except for this Luke. You know, we've hung out every once in a while. Yeah, I just don't have that. I don't have that perspective. I don't have, you know, people that really want to grow with you. They'll grow. And they'll walk with you and they'll accompany you. What's up, my man? What's up, squad? So, yeah, really the deepest perspectives that you can be able to gain through high school is only going through a process, a system. You're going to be studying and following somebody else's schedule, and you're not making that schedule for yourself. You know, you're striving somebody else's how, their process, so that you can meet this progress of what society deems as a social norm for you, and what is acceptable is to go to college. So when you do something like that, you're not positioning yourself for what you are in your integrity, what you're passionate about, what your purpose is, those whys and those truths that you can be able to calibrate to and really gain fulfillment and happiness out of your life. You're missing all of that because you think you have to do this because somebody else expected it of you. And to follow down that path and not do something that would truly make you happy and pursue that, in the end, if there was only one goal that you had on this earth, wouldn't it to be to be happy? Like, in the end, really wouldn't it be to be happy and share that happiness with others? However you can, the most impactful way you're going to do that is through pursuing your passions. I don't care what you think. If you think you got to get this job and you got to work and you got to make all this money to be able to be happy, the fact of the matter is the money buys temporary happiness. It's like an impulsive thinking. It's an impulse exchange. And you don't ever get the value back from that as you would if you were to continuously sustain that happiness through every single action that you take. That's why I say being childlike is so important, because you're always joyous and curious and always taking in new perspectives. Your enthusiasm is so vibrant, it's so attractive, other people will gravitate toward you. So if you're pursuing your passions in a wholehearted mindset, then you're turning your passion and cashing in on your passion with whatever it is that you do. So if you want to go ahead and ruin your life and go smoke weed like the squad that just passed by me, then just find that once you're done with that phase, your brain, if you still have it and if it still works, this is your greatest asset, folks. Whatever you put in here and you can do here, wow. And then do here, wow, that is phenomenal. So don't waste your brain. The greatest thing you have is a working brain. You ever go to a senior center, you ever see these people, you ever go in and walk in there and decide to volunteer, you help them, you make their life amazing for the moment, but the next day you come back and they don't remember you. These people have Alzheimer's, they have dementia. They aren't as privileged as you to have a working mind, to be able to create memories in your life, build new relationships, and consistently live out with those relationships. Connection's all about love and relationship, folks. And if you can really actualize upon that and really be able to serve through that, help other people be happy through that, you're going to be so rejoiceful. You're not going to miss anything. Make sure whatever it is that you do, that if you're getting out of high school, if you're getting out of any sort of school system, my thoughts on it would be to take a break. Just take a break, but don't do nothing. Go out and do something. Try new things. Just tell your parents, like, hey, you know what? I know you may think that college is good for me. I understand. And I want to be able to learn new things and find out, what really would be the best route for me. Because whatever I do, I want to be happy. And in pursuing that, I have to figure out who I am. And I hope that you'll respect this. And, just, Mom, Dad, give me 18 months. Give me 18 months to try new things. Take a year and a half off from any school. And just go explore the world. And if in 18 months I haven't figured out, what kind of direction I want, I'll go to school. I'll do what you say. I'll do what you want. And, that's how things are going to work out. If you have any idea how much you can learn in a month and a year and a half if you're just doing completely new things, living for yourself and your own dreams. My gosh, it hasn't even been a year since I started my personal development journey, and the knowledge and wisdom that I am giving to you open-heartedly is so massive. The gravity, the weight of it. I may not be successful substantially right now, but in my heart, in my soul, in my mind, in my physical, okay, I am doing so great, and I am so glad and grateful to be able to share this perspective with you. I mean, it's only a few months away from a year, but I've learned so much, and I would never take it back. To go through school and feel sick like I was, never take it back. If I could be able to emphasize that upon you. I went through school. I took college classes. I was pursuing business. I was pursuing business to be able to work and take over my uncle's business, in which case it was drywall. And when I'm doing this physical work, you know, I'm learning, I'm gaining the hands-on experience. I'm studying business to be able to take over his company, which is extremely successful. And my parents knew that. So the only thing they could expect of me is, this is the most successful route for you. This is what you're going to do. And you're going to take business classes to do that. My uncle, you have to take business classes to have my job. There is no other way. I didn't want to really be a contractor. I didn't enjoy it. So I dropped out. And I started doing new things and found my own path, my own purpose, my own whys and reasons. And then I got so happy, and the sickness just gone within like 2 weeks after quitting 1 class, 2 classes, the rest of the classes all after the first. So relieving. So relieving. I don't have much more to say than just pursue your passions. Make sure you gain new experiences, which gives you new options in life. And when you create those new experiences for yourself and you ask the right questions, that curiosity gives life to imagination. And that imagination that you then gave life to, when you start finding those new problems in life, then you're able to create new solutions through creativity, which you gave birth to because of your open dreams, full of new ambitions. And I just want you guys to be happy.